It's so exciting to think that spring is on the way. And one of the things I've always wanted to do when it's like getting ready for spring, and I'm finally doing, is planting herbs. So from scratch, rather than buying like potted herbs, taking like I got just organic, non-GMO seeds for like cilantro, dill, basil, marjoram, and thyme. And then I'm just using like the leftover plastic containers for sometimes if you buy berries or produce, you get the little plastic eggshell containers, if you will. And I don't like using plastic, but sometimes you sort of end up buying plastic because that's where you're getting your produce. Trader Joe's is one example, but at least to repurpose those containers so that you can take fresh earth seeds and start to grow your own herbs. And it's amazing. They sprout so quickly. Put your potting soil, some of your seeds, a little bit more on top, and then I keep the lid closed so that it's kind of a greenhouse effect, and they sprout like within just a couple of days. And because it's clear, you can sort of see them growing and sprouting. And so now I have my radishes that are about this big, and those are radish sprouts. So instead of paying $6 at Whole Foods to get a little thing of radish sprouts, I can just clip the top of my fresh radish sprouts and then more will grow, right? So it's so cool. And so I mention this because fresh herbs and growing your own herbs can be so exciting, and it can really make you feel like, oh, spring is really happening. I've got my basil and all my fresh herbs. So this is a really nice project to do with kids. Kids have such a fun time sometimes working with plants and flowers and gardening and watching seeds sprout. And what's really cool is if you start a little herb garden with your kids and maybe they have their own little containers and they've got their own basil going or dill or oregano or whatever it is then you can say, oh, we're making Mexican food tonight. I could really use some fresh oregano. And then your kids can be like, oh, I have that growing right now. I'll cut some off and we'll put that on top. So it's really beautiful psychological training of just appreciating nature, appreciating healthy, fresh foods, and learning to use them in your preparation of meals to just have more lovely natural flavor and less additives that give you flavors that aren't that great for you. And just seeing things grow is so healthy and so inspiring. So I just throw that out to you in case you just want to get some seeds and start this project yourself. Maybe you already have herbs growing on your windowsill, and if you do, beautiful, more power to you. So here's just paying homage to fresh herbs today and all the ways we can use them and how incredibly healthy they are for us, such concentrated sources of nutrients, antioxidants, phytochemicals, and more. So in honor of the herb, cheers.